See, the smile says it all. Means we are live at 5. Good evening and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are in the world. Hope everybody is well. We were opening. I'm not gonna go too much about it, but we were going live tomorrow. We were going live, and then we're not. So keep updated on social media very shortly. But now we are going to be joined. We've gone abroad. We're going on holiday. We're on our way to Gibraltar because joining us for the first time live at 5, because we've got an interesting week next week online, is the one and only Mr. Tom Hudson. Here he is.
Lovely introduction, Tower. Thank you.
Oh, how you doing, pal?
Yeah, very good. Thanks, mate. Good to see your face.
How's Jib?
Yeah, it's good. It's all good here. Probably not too dissimilar from you guys in the UK, but yeah, all is well.
Yes. Afternoon, Mr. Jeff Kimber, who's just said hello to everybody. Afternoon, Jeff. Don't forget, everybody who's going to be joining us on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Twitter. Tom, what has lockdown been like?
It's been okay. I guess everyone's got their own views on it, or have this up or down. There's been some good things. Obviously, from our perspective, online poker's been really good. The casinos obviously have suffered, been on the other side of it, but yeah, personally, I've quite enjoyed it. Working from home's been fine, and enjoying it.
We've obviously had the transition. We've gone along seamlessly by the sounds of it, and we've had some great comps. The numbers have been pretty good, haven't they?
Yeah, you're right. There's been a huge amount going on. So we had the migration from micro gaming to iPoker back in May. But obviously that was also whilst we were going through the transition of a lockdown. So we took all the retail tournaments online as well. So we had a huge amount going on. But yeah, as you said, it was quite seamless, the transition. We were really happy with how it went. They're never easy, these things. There's a lot of technical stuff which goes on in the background, which can complicate things. But it was good. It was good.
Yeah. Paul Spillane says, "Hey Tom, hey Tower, happy Friday." And Jeff Kimber says, "Hi fellas, is there anything happening next week?" We're going to come to next week very shortly, but we're just going to run through a couple of things that have happened over the course of last week. Last week, obviously, the deep stack and the 25-25s. Can you remember the deep stack winner?
Oh, I don't have it. I can't tell you. I know you've got it.
Goosey AA. See, the thing is with online, I say it's Goosey AA. I have no idea who it is. You'll be thinking, oh yeah, that's Tom Smith from London, or that's you know everybody.
Well, to be fair, I will have seen his name this week because we obviously get a trophy in the post to him. So but obviously we do that every week for the 25-25 and the deep stack winners. So congrats to him.
Goosey AA was the champion. Yane Parr was second. Mr. Wazza was in third. There was no other names that I recognise in the top 15. But yeah, again, 21,240 in the prize pool. The deep stacks, Tom, they've been very consistent, haven't they?
Yeah, we've had great numbers in the deep stacks, the 25-50s when we're running the 25-25s now, but we've had unbelievably good support from everyone with these tournaments we brought online. So we've been over the moon with the turnouts through lockdown, and obviously post lockdown now is sort of easing a bit.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're over the moon with how it's gone. We're glad the players are enjoying them and playing against other UK players only, which is kind of a bit different for growth.
Yeah, a lot of people don't. We keep reiterating that as well, and a lot of people don't actually still recognise that it's still realise that it's actually UK based only.
Yeah, we're a little bit different with Grosvenor with that. So if you're playing our special events, our Grosvenor events, you are just playing against your UK players, and mainly probably the guys who play down the Grosvenor casinos with you at the weekend or whatever.
Aaron UK, good afternoon, young man. Good afternoon, Gary Clark, and to Sean Johnson as well. All you guys tuning in for live at 5 with Mr. Tom Hudson. The 25-25 last week, 34,000 in the prize pool. Yet again, fantastic. Late night tails for just over 7,500. Bring back Potch and Disguise Donkey. Great names. They're just great names. One of the things about the transition is you were able to change your name. Is it only one feather?
Yeah, I love a good alias as well. To be fair, me and Kitman, a lot of people on this who watch this will know Kitman as well. He works with me on poker, and we see a lot of funny aliases, and it does make us chuckle. The odd one we get, especially if someone wins a big tournament when we're posting on them for social about it. It can make you chuckle now and then. You get some good ones.
Yeah. There's
I
some.
remember one which always sticks with me is the Andy Hills has gills one, where someone sort of nipped into Andy Hills. Is quite funny.
Andy Hills has gills. Good afternoon, Graham. Graham Hussey just joining us on the live stream. We've got plenty to talk about for next week because we've just run through the deep stacks. I've been playing the £1 flips.
Nice.
Now, last year, we actually commentated on me actually winning one while we were live at Goliath last year.
Yeah,
I've been nowhere near this year. It's not been good fun for me this year. These £1. That's my skill level. That is it.
That's where the tower has the edge, right?
Bringing the ball back. The satellites for Goliath. Obviously, we're gonna run through because it does start tomorrow with event number 1. The satellites well attended. There's 10 seats, 20 seats. I think it's something like 90 seats given away. Yet again, even though we're in lockdown and we should have been setting up today, would have been down there. Today would have been the setup day, would have been sweating. Well, the rest of the team would have been sweating. I'd have been just in the corner. But
you'd have been on the day. Greg Sausage Rolls delivery, I reckon.
Absolutely. But today would have been the day that we'd all been heading down to Coventry and the Rico. But you picked up the mantle online, and you run a fantastic satellite structure as well. Yeah.
So obviously, it's everyone's a little bit gutted about the Goliath not running in Coventry this year. We come there every year as well from Gibraltar, and it's obviously so well supported by everyone in the UK who plays poker. So it's such a brilliant festival. Everyone comes together. It's fantastic. But as you say, so it's come online, and we've done our best to put together a festival, which supports the guys who support us at these events, and there's a whole different host of tournaments ranging from £5 buy-ins. So we've got some smaller buy-ins in this online festival versus what the retail one would normally be. Ranging from £5, then we've got a high roller in there, a 560 at the end of the series. So, and we've got a player of the series on top of it as well. So, one thing I just wanted to touch on actually is we've got these 15 tournaments, 15 events, and every single tournament you'll get points if you play them, and there'll be a player of the series at the end. £2,000 added prizes in the leaderboard, with the first getting a 1K ticket package. So they can choose whatever tournament tickets they want if they win it. And what I was thinking as well, Taz, whoever wins the player of the series will get them on live at 5 with you post Goliath Festival and give them a little bit of fame with the Goliath, with the tower.
Absolutely. Yeah. How many Goliaths have you done? I know you've worked a lot of them.
Yeah, I
have you done them all?
I never played it, but so since I've been at Grosvenor, it's been four or five. I think 2015 would have been my first one. So
just in the chat box right there, only last year's winner,
Mr. Lee Reynolds.
Has he still got the trophy? Is it still there? Is it? He can keep it for 2 years. Well done, Lee. Well done, Lee. There was actually a nice write-up in Poker News about Goliath last week. I thought it was a really good. I know I only saw it online, but it was a great write-up. So nice to have you on board, Lee. Nice to have you on board, Mr. Skullman. Skullman says, "Have you? Have we done a card guard for the 2020 Goliath? I don't think. I'm guessing you won't have.
No card guard, Skullman. Sorry, mate. Legend Skullman. I know him from back in the day. Just on the trophies though, while Lee Reynolds popped up, so it's topical. If you win the online Goliath this year, your name will be engraved on the ultimate trophy. So that you will still go down as a proper Goliath winner. You get a replica trophy for the miniature replica Goliath trophy for winning it, with your name inscribed on it. And it's also worth mentioning for this Goliath series, every single event will have a trophy winner. So if you win any of the 15 events, you will get sent a trophy, unless you don't want a trophy, but I'm sure everyone will want them, and that will be inscribed with your name and the event you played. So always a nice little touch to get a trophy, so worth mentioning.
And there might be some commentary.
There might be, yeah. Apparently the tower's going to join Jam Next 90 on on the old Twitch stream next week.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll get you and Jamie twitching the Goliath. The Goliath's not the same without the tower, right? So we've got to have you on board.
Absolutely. I tell you, it's
So the main
so
event-
many. It is so many people's favorite event of the year, and they do it like Las Vegas. We've not got $1,000, $5,000 events, 10,000 events, but we've got Goliath. And people say, "Look,
Yeah.
you know yourself. Whenever we do the Goliath, they're ringing up and asking what are the dates for the year after, because they want to book the hotel straight away." And that's the imagination the Goliath has just caught, hasn't it? It's just superb.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, well, I've seen some people already asking what the dates are for next year's Goliath. Obviously, we haven't been able to plan that at the moment, given the circumstances. But yeah, it's one of these things that people always want to play, and it's a yearly thing, an annual thing, which people get stuck into, and for all the right reasons. Really, it's a fun tournament, and you can win a lot. It's the prize pool. It's going to be like next year's going to be $1 million. It's going to be a 10th anniversary if we can get there. So you can win some serious money for a £100 buy-in. So it's
absolutely
it's a great poker tournament.
Afternoon to Bev Connolly. Says, "Hi guys, she watches and listens every week. Looking forward to playing online, but was going to Coventry for the full week." And there were so many people in exactly the same boat. So many people had already booked it, and like you said, we were on our way. We were on our way down. We'd have been there today, setting up and sweating and all sorts. But it's just been one of those. it's the year nobody's ever going to forget, because it's just everything's just totally changed. But you've done really well.
I've just seen Elliot's popped up on the bottom here.
There he is.
The 2018 winner, I believe. So
he is
two
indeed.
Two of the previous winners.
How you doing, Elliot? Elliot, all the champions are tuning in. We just need Lee Rawson. If you're watching, just tune in. The first ever winner. Where's Tika? Get them all in. Get them all in. I did suggest to the guys in talking that because it was the 10th series and it was the 10th year of Goliath, wouldn't it have been good to try and get all the 9 previous winners around one table, live stream it, and have a champion of champions?
Nice thought.
We might have to do that for next year.
Yeah, it will still be the 10th anniversary next year, so you never know.
It will. Yeah, it will. It will. So Elliot's all right. Well done, nice one, Elliot. Good to have you on board. Event number 1 for you, Tom, online, part of the Goliath, the opener. It's a fantastic guarantee.
Yeah, so it's a £55 event, maximum free re-entry, so you can have a few shots if you do bust. But yeah, 20k guaranteed. Yeah, I think I'm actually expecting it to smash that guarantee, to be honest. I think it's a GUKBT structure. It's a 2-day event, so it's actually quite rare. Like you get this online, so it's a 2-day event for a £55 buy-in. It's got the same structure as we use in the GUKBTs. So I know a lot of people obviously we follow social media quite a lot and see what people say, and we do get a lot of comments saying, I'd love to play like a cheaper version of a GUKBT. The opener is that. So I hope that people enjoy playing a really deep stacked a GUKBT with a good prize pool, but for 55 quid. So I think that one will go down well with all the poker guys. So fingers crossed.
Lee Reynolds says, sounds good. Tower is in for the 900 champion of champions. It's a great idea. I did mention it, but Jeff Kimber says he's thinking of going to Coventry with a laptop and pretending he's he's going to play all the Goliath events from Coventry.
Get yourself in the mood, sit outside the Rico.
Absolutely. Our main focus this week is Goliath Online. The numbers are going to be huge. Please keep up to date with social media. Afternoon, Brad Simpson, who fetched all the cakes last year. He fetched all the desserts and all the cakes. We're going to miss that. Chef Brad, we're going to miss it. We're going to miss it. Danny Ryder, are you putting on a £55 satellite ticket on with more than 2 seats to be won at all? Or is it just the 2 seats?
Yeah, so obviously we're doing 2 seats up until now in the evenings. So tomorrow, on the day of any 55, there'll be increased guarantees. So there's some 5-seat guarantees tomorrow. So you'll be able to get yourself in there. Yeah,
plenty of satellites, plenty of ways to get in. And did you go on?
Sorry, Tower.
That's all right. Sorry, no problem. You're in jib.
I was just going to touch on to the Goliath satellites. Obviously, we've got satellites running every day for all the events. But the Goliath satellites will pick up and ramp up towards the end of next week too. So we've got a daily satellite every night for Goliath. But Thursday, Friday next week, before we hit the big day, there'll be multiple satellites on the days, and plenty of chances to win a ticket. If you so obviously it's a single flight Goliath. It's also a big difference from online to live. This is a single flight tournament, so you can't we've got 5 maximum re-entries, but if you're out after that, there's no second day chance in it. So it's one day, one chance. You got 5 bullets if you need them during the late registration period. So if you want to rack up a couple of tickets, you can. Now the tickets, if you have them, they're not going to expire. So you can keep your tickets for next year's Goliath if you have any left over, or you can transfer them to someone else effectively. So that's still something to be aware of.
Yeah, and it's a 25,000 starting stack, and the blinds start at 100 on a 30-minute clock.
Yeah,
you've left nothing to the imagination, have you, about this event? This is a whopper.
Yeah, it's effectively a deep stack event. It's a deep stack Goliath event. We want it to last a decent amount of time, and we don't want it to be a crapshoot at any point. We want it to be have a decent level of play. So there'll be I think we play around 8 hours on day 1, and then we come back for day 2 at 2 p.m. And it could go on for a while. It could be a longer grind on day 2 too, because we play to a finish on the Sunday and 9th of August.
But
the idea, it's not exactly the same as we do replicate the live structures online, but obviously you have to change the clocks, and it's a bit different online with how it works with breaks, etc., and the amount of hands you can play. But we've done our best to basically make it give it as much depth and structure as possible, as Goliath deserves.
Absolutely, it is an absolute crack. 120 already satellited in or bought in at this moment in time. We're expecting that number to be absolutely huge by next week, but we will be back before then, because obviously they'll be live at 5 next Friday, building up, and we'll have a rundown of all the winners, because we do start tomorrow. It's a fantastic, if you've not seen the schedule, why not? Event number 1, don't forget also, quickly touch on before we finish, Tom, the Haymaker, the Bounty getting good numbers, and obviously with you and David Hay joining forces, it's good news.
Yeah, we're over the moon to have David Hay on board. To be honest, it's fantastic to have him on board, part of Team Grosvenor now. Joins our 5 sponsored pros. I know he's buzzing to play the main event. So he's going to want to outdo himself from last year. We'll see how he goes, but we've got the Haymaker Bounty tournament every Tuesday at 8 p.m. On this Tuesday, if you knock David out, you'll get a Goliath main event seat. So that's still going. And then when we go past the Goliath, there'll be other prizes to win. But every Tuesday, 8 p.m, there's the Haymaker Bounty tournament. Knock Haymaker out for additional prizes. He actually had a super good run the last week. He came 17th. Actually, worth a shout out actually for Kevin Frame, Linus Lovin, who won Player of the Series for the GKBT. Actually, he was on here with you a few weeks
ago. He was.
David Hay out. He's knocked David Hay out twice in 3 times. It's bizarre. It's
that's like Tony Bellew.
He deserves a shout out, that guy. Exactly. Good stuff.
Oh, brilliant! Absolutely brilliant. So day one for the main event starts next Saturday, which we'll touch on for the main event. But obviously tomorrow's opener starts at 4 p.m. Find all the details, because the main event is an absolute cracker. But all the detail, we will be building up to the main event. We will have another live at 5 for that. But the main event next week, what time does it start, Tom?
It tests me now. It's a 4 p.m. start on the Saturday.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is.
4 p.m. start on the Saturday. If you make day 2, you come back at 2 p.m. on Sunday, and then we play to finish. That's the main event next week, which is event 11, I believe. But we've got events all week, so there's 5 events this weekend. There's 3 events Sunday, including the 2550, which always does well when it's part of the Goliath. Normally, obviously, this is the online version, but I expect to see that absolutely fly. We've got plenty coming up over next week before the main event, and as I say, you can earn points for the National League, because every event counts towards the National Poker League, and every event also counts towards the Player of the Series leaderboard as well. So there's points there to be won for 2 separate leaderboards there. Exciting
all the
times, Sam.
details.
I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see how
Good.
we get on
It's-
and the support we get.
It is a little bit different, but quickly running through the main event. It's a 30-minute clock. It's 25,000 starting stake. There's 13 levels of late reg, so that's 6.5 hours to get in, so plenty of time. But we will be updating you more next Friday on the main, and we will be heading towards event number 10 on the Friday, and the main event number 11 is the main event on the Saturday. So please join us next Friday. Tom, anything to add before we let you loose in Gibraltar on a Friday night?
Yeah, I will actually. Tao, I watch this every week, as you know, and you always say a big thanks to all the people who support us and support Grosvenor online. And I'd just like to say that for myself, really, because there's lots going on online at the moment. There's some great poker stuff. It's great to see. So I hope everyone's enjoying all the different poker festivals going on. But just a big thanks to all the players in the UK who support Grosvenor Poker and help us with our big festivals and our online tournaments. We've had a good 3 months, and we appreciate the support.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure having you on. Gibraltar at what is it? Are you only an hour in front?
We are, yeah, 1 hour.
God, just 20 past 6. Must be overtime.
Never overtime.
Enjoy your weekend, and I'm sure you'll be checking on the numbers for the opener, which starts tomorrow and all week. We will be back, ladies and gentlemen. Just quick message. John Bassfield had a quick message in the chat box. So he's leader of the leaderboard. Good luck next week, lads. Hope all goes well. Great work behind the scenes to make it happen. That's from Bowser. Nice one, John. He is still the man to catch in the National League. That's just about it from the main man at Grosvenor Online. And I always do it the wrong way. Tom, thanks for joining us. We will see you again next Friday for Live at 5. Please join all the guys for Goliath Online. It's going to be massive. And yes, we're going to be doing the comms for the main event, but that's after the next Live at 5 next week. Join in, get yourself some money, get yourself earning all the points toward the leaderboard, and just enjoy yourself, because it is Goliath Online. We know Goliath Live is not happening for the reasons around the world. It is one of those things, but the next best thing, or the best thing right now, is online, because Goliath is about to start tomorrow. From the tower, and that man there, Mr. Tom Hudson, we will see you for Live at 5 next week. Ta-ta.
Cheers, guys.